Okay, so here's the quick little video that I'm going to show you on what we need to do to make daily attendance work for our schools to go back and have it from the beginning of the year. When we first had decided that we were going to be able to do this, we were told we could have an attendance bridge run to fix things, and now we're being told by Pearson that that won't be possible. So we need your assistance in getting daily attendance accurate. And the only way we can do daily attendance is student by student, day by day. And this is going to be a quick video to show you exactly what we're talking about. So for each school, depending on the number of periods you have, you as the data manager will have to make the determination if they've been there half the day or not. So again, it's that 50% rule. So once you are ready to go, we're going to go ahead and select all students. I've already done one, so I'm going to start with Samuel B. I'm going to come over to the attendance screen. Once I'm on the attendance screen, I'm just going to visually look to see, alright, not a lot, and I think that most of our kids are, this is going to be the norm for most of our kids. You are going to run into the child that has 40 days or 18 days, and it's going to be a pain. But for the most part, most of our kids are going to be in this situation where they have many presents. So I can see that he was absent on this day. He was a 2A on Wednesday. I hope he enjoyed his long Thanksgiving break. So we click on the date of the week above. It already has the 2A's in here. I will select 2A because it's 2A. I can see there was an unexcused absence. I'll select the box, then I'll scroll down and submit. Once I do that, I can go back on my cookie crumbs up here, or I can go over to the attendance over here, select it again, it'll bring me down, and you'll see I now have an attendance for the daily attendance. Again, this one period is the one that counts for daily attendance. So we had thought that all of these would add up and it would spit it out here, but come to find out we had to pick one of these periods. And in this situation, you can see, had we picked the first period at this school to be the attendance period, this child would have had a code for the entire day. And then let's say that was an absence. Let's say that was a 2A. He was present the rest of these periods, so he was over 50%, but instead we would have, had we selected this as the attendance period bridge, it would have put an absence in here. So instead of doing that and going back and cleaning it up, we're going to be going this way. From the 20th on is when we had our attendance period, so any attendance taken from the 20th on, you're just doing first semester. So I'm going to go into the 6th. I see that the codes are 1A, so I'll change it to a 1A here. Select the box. All I'm doing is just clicking in the box. Just scroll down and submit. And I'll go back to my attendance period and I'll see that I have attendance, attendance. I'm done with him. So the 859, I've done 2. You're welcome, Stephanie, for doing 2 of yours. And then I'll move on to the next student. Again, typically this is going to be the norm. And you can see this child absent 1 period, may have been pulled out for braces or who knows. And then I can see I get down to here. 3 kids for Stephanie I've done. And I'm looking here, I've got 2A, I've got late. I don't believe there's a need to put the lates in here just because they're already stored here. I know that some of you are already starting to store the lates after the after the first semester and into the second semester. You're putting those lates already down here. That's fine. I would not suggest you take this late and put it over here. If you want to, you can do that, but I do not think that that's something you need to do. So I'm just going to keep scrolling through and so on and so forth. And then, now I'm not going to touch this one because I'm not sure about the time period, so Stephanie would have to look at this and say, alright, I mean visually it looks like he was there half the day, or it's a split because there's 7 periods here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm not going to make this determination. Stephanie would look at that and have her periods. So, but looking here I can say, you know what, with certainty this child was probably a 1B and absent for the day, so I would change that. One of the things I would do is I would, prior to starting this, I would have mark out my 7th grade, my 6th grade, and my 8th grade. Each period, I'd write it on a piece of paper, each period and how many minutes each period is. That way, if you get into a situation like this, you would say, oh, let me just quickly grab a calculator add period 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, add them together and see if it meets my halfway mark. If you can't remember where your halfway mark is, you'll go back to your start page. From the start page, you'll select school. From the school, you'll select attendance conversion. You'll scroll over to the right under 2 tiers, and here will give you the number of minutes that a student has to reach in order for them to be considered present. Once they reach that number, they're considered present. We do need this to be done as soon as possible if you can. I know that right now you're doing report cards, but please put this on it as a priority and start to work on these. If you need, I know at the high school you have an attendance clerk or you have a guidance secretary. Please let us know if you would like, and we can go ahead and release the securities for them so that they can help you with the attendance. I think if we just open this page up for a while and get the attendances cleared up, you can possibly split the duties. Your front office person might help, your treasurer might be able to help. I know at each school it's a little bit different, but please by all means make sure that you do what you can to help get all of the students, whether you split it up 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, males and females, or if you say to somebody, I'm going to work from the top down, you work from the bottom up. However you figure that out, please get a note on that. Please get working on that. And I didn't want to wait until the next time we met. And if you would, please just email Sharon or myself letting us know that you've completed the daily attendance switch for your school. If you have any questions, call me or Sharon, but hopefully this has cleared things up for you. And good luck. Thanks.